What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the VO2 Max channel. Today we're getting back into it with some more Diablo 3 here. We're going to do things a little bit differently than my previous build. I've swapped a bunch of stuff over here. And now again, nothing's crazy augmented or anything. This was just kind of stuff I had laying around. I've got Gauntlets of the Waste. I did re-roll these, and I found some upgrades since I've been playing here. Gauntlets of the Waste. So we're going with the Waste set. We're going the Wrath of the Waste set, I should say, which gives us increase the damage per second of rend by 500%, and its duration is increased to 15 seconds. During Whirlwind and for 3 seconds after, you gain 50% damage reduction, and your applied rends deal triple damage. And Whirlwind gains the effect of the Dust Devil's rune, and all Whirlwind and rend damage is increased by 10,000%, which is crazy numbers, but whatever. The Pauldrons of the Wastes. We're using the Aquila Cuirass. Now that I know how to say that word, the Aquila. Helm of the Waste. The Aquila Cuirass gives us 94, while we're above 94% damage, or above 94% resources, we get 50% damage reduction. Helm of the Waste, nothing crazy, a little bit of Whirlwind stuff on there. Flavor of Time Amulet with the Gogok of Swiftness. Vambraces of Sescheron, because I still can't find an upgrade for those, and it's fine, it doesn't hurt me at all. They're pretty decently rolled. We've got the Bull Kathos's Oath as far as the weapons go. The 2 set gives us plus 15 Fury generation, and then during Whirlwind you gain 45% increased attack speed and movement speed. I'm using Skull Grasp with our Bane of the Trapped in there, the Ring of Royal Grandeur, so that we can have our one less set piece and still get the set item. And that's got Tagok in it. Tagok is our damage, our scaling damage and defense. Bane of the Trapped gives us just a flat damage increase. Sabaton of the Wastes, again just a little bit of Whirlwind, movement speed, nothing crazy. Tacets of the Waste, double gems. I'm using Lamentation because rend can now stack up to 2 times on an enemy, and the damage of rend is increased. And then what we've got in our cube is Ambo's Pride. So attacking with Whirlwind also applies rend, and the total damage of rend is dealt over 1 second. Mordic's Brace, Wrath of the Berserker, gains the effect of every rune, and the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. Reduce the remaining cooldown of one of your skills by 1 second when you hit with a resource spending attack. So I'll show you guys what a Nephilim Rope is like. Inventory. I'll show you guys the Nephilim Rift, then we'll go and do a greater rift. So basically this is called Spin Spin, hit some stuff with rend, spin our way through. As soon as I can, not can, but it's prudent to do so, I will, there we go. Get our guys here. Whirlwind, I went the wrong way, that's terrible. Here, that was a total waste. But we've got good cooldown. I can also apply rend as well. That's another thing. Which you should do on occasion. Is just apply your own rend. And on these big enemies, you can see that it just chews through them. Oh god. It can be almost so fast to not really be able to keep up with it. Well, we changed up our skills as well a little bit. I should go through our skills here. So I've got Rend with Lacerate on my A button. On the right trigger, so I basically just hold this down the whole time and read Whirlwind. I've got Whirlwind and Dust Devils. Even though I don't think it needs to have that, I'm not entirely sure. Warcry with Impunity. We've got Call of the Ancients with the Council Rises. Battle Rage with Marauder's Rage. And Wrath of the Berserker with Insanity. And then for our passives, I still have Weapons Master. I still have Berserker Rage. Still using Rampage, but I switched out to Ruthless. And now Ruthless, I've been playing around with some different ones. I don't need Unforgiving anymore. But maybe we go Boon of Volcathos and just reduce our cooldown even more. See, that's what we do. The whole point is to just get through this as quick as possible. As quick as possible. I'm not entirely sure why I died there. I think I was getting hit by anything. I was standing in the cold, but it hadn't exploded yet. I'm not sure why I died.
You cannot stand before me.
I'm not. Yeah, you're definitely not like impervious to damage. I'm getting a lot of death spread. Alright, come on, get me out of here. Oh, down there. Not down there. That was happening until the very last second. That's fine. At least we're not in a greater rift. That's fine. Get me out of here. Get me out of there.
I will not
I do find a lack of mobility is a little bit, it does suck. It's nice to have that extra little bit that I could jump, I could leap around. But as you'll notice, I'm able to use our basically our ultimate skill quite often. Because there's only 2 things on cooldown, and if you look at how fast they're coming off cooldown.
The Rift Guardian.
I realized how much I hate the bosses in this game. Because they're not really bosses. They just do that. And then you just die. That's not what I meant to do. That sucks.
Hey lady, I got some new things.
It's not what I meant to do. I don't know where this is going to take me. I realized how much I hate the bosses in this game. Because they're not really bosses, they're just big enemies. Real bosses, and I shouldn't say hate the bosses, because like Diablo and Bale and all those guys, they have actual mechanics. The Rift Guardians, they just hit you with stuff and then you're dead. There's no, like, they've got big charge up attacks, but it doesn't telegraph anything. They literally just teleport to you and you die. Like, I don't know how to, still haven't figured out how to adequately deal with some of those guys. Like, if you don't get the right start on it, you get hit by the one wrong thing. You know, all my survivability goes out the window. So, now that being said, I can swap out one of these, and maybe I'll do that now for this one. And I can get rid of my max. Maybe that's what we do. That one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to lose too much damage. That's a huge amount of damage going away. It's fine. We'll try it again. I can show you in the Greater Rift. This is also Torment 16, so like, if you were gonna do a speed farming thing, maybe you'd bring this down to like T14 maybe, or even T15. But I'll show you a Greater Rift as well. I don't mind doing that. Like, I can do level 85. That's what I did last time. You know, and level 85 is, we're far past
Brave the Rift.
our T16. And maybe there's a better way to set this up. I don't know. I find it's just those big, it's always like those big fireballs that kill me.
You cannot stand before me. I need aid.
Like that. It's fucking bullshit. The funny thing is, I always survive after I died. I always survive, almost always, but just fine afterwards. Oh no, get out of there. I don't like any of this. All my elite here. like that. Pretty dangerous. These goddamn fire chains everywhere. Get out of there.
I gain new strength. I need healing.
Not gonna run through that one. It may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Must heal. I wish I could do that.
Oh god, you're gonna explode that. We got wallers, we got lightning, we got all sorts of shit happening. Like, look at that, there's one shaman. One shaman just shot me with a thing. It's funny, because I didn't die last time when I did level 85. Completely dependent on monster cover. I didn't die at all last time. Like I said, my builds are not the be-all, end-all. We're still low in Paragon. There's still lots of room for improvement. Get me out of this mess. Oh god. Almost ran right back in.
I like to think the world is safer now.
So obviously you can use your ultimate abilities quite regularly. Quite good. Quite good. I find it's hard to stand in the Oculus.
The Rift Gun.
Like, thanks. That was literally nothing.
You cannot stand before me. Need aid.
God, some of that. Sometimes that's the stuff that bothers me about this game.
Yes.
But obviously you can see we can get through it. It's doable. And I am working on this. The higher up we get this, the better off we're gonna be. There we go. Yeah, the higher we get our take-out, the more damage we're doing all the time. The faster we're killing stuff, the less time we're sitting there taking damage. Strength or rank 29 on our Paragon. Let's try 85 again. Let's try and not die this time.
I wish.
That's a good indicator for not dying. And like, I don't mind, honestly, I don't mind dying at the greater risk. That makes the most amount of sense. It's all the other times where you die pissed me off. For almost no reason. Go away! That's the second time that's happened. Where I almost died as soon as I grabbed it. Why is this corner stop? Oh, go away. Fire and... out of here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I remember the Wrath of the Wastelands being a lot more tanky. I remember being able to push into like the level 100 and not be anywhere near the Paragon that I am now. So I don't know what changed about it, but something changed about the set, and it's not the way it used to be. It's still fast. Yeah, you can go in. Yeah, it's still fast.
Against my blows. I gained new power.
That was a biggie. I could have had that all wrong.
Back to hell, God.
Stuck in walls. Oh god, I don't like those whirlwindy guys. Those guys will wreck the day. Oh god, oh god. Oh, that coming. What did I tell you? You guys will wreck the day. Here. Where are we going? It's important to keep those guys going as much as possible. There's a lot of extra. I think I'm going to swap out
The Rift Gun.
I wish I could do
What
that.
is hitting me there? Can't do anything until we stop casting it. Or cast that when you're stunned. Like, that's cool too. This is what I'm talking about with this game. These Guardians are fucking stupid.
I wish I could do
This is actually fucking stupid. This thing's just fucking chasing me around. There's no... See, the thing is, there's no skill involved. There's nothing I can do. I just get hit, period, and you die. There's zero skill involved. Okay, I can't even get anywhere fucking close to the guy. So stupid. These Rift Guardians are such a dumb mechanic. And the idea of them is so good. It's just the implementation is so bad.
I'm badly hurt.
Like, again, I don't mind bosses where things are telegraphed, things go out, they've got phases, there's
My back
this,
is
there's
full.
that. But these enemies are so bad.
What do you mean?
So poorly designed. It's just a big giant boss and they're a pain in the ass to deal with. There's nothing redeeming about these Rift Guardians. Might as well level this one up. Nice.
I'm returning to
Alrighty,
town.
now we'll grab our blood shards. And that's another thing that I think should be toned down a little bit, is the amount of blood shards you get. I used all of my blood shards, and then over 3 rifts, we're full again. Like, okay, now I gotta do this.
Shall we?
I just gotta spend a bunch of money. Let's just do it, just to spend the money.
That is too expensive.
And I'll come back and spend more money. Yeah, I complain about these Rift Guardians because they're really annoying to deal with. Because for the most part, I'm getting through the levels okay, and then you get to the Rift Guardian and I die. Like, you die. Period, end of story. There's no... You don't have any choice in the matter. There's no rhyme or reason. You just die. And that's happened every single Guardian that I've ever fought. Well, since I've been pushing. I don't need 2 of those, so that one. Another Traveler's Pledge. I don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. 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 Major Ring, more lighter. That. That. go. Our lamentation belt. What do we got here? 119 and 143. I'll save it just to re-roll it. Yeah, I'll save it just to re-roll it here. But yeah, that's about it. That's the build. Obviously, it's a little bit better than the other one, and our old frenzy. Yeah, our old frenzy set. But I honestly I don't find it to be as fun as my frenzy set. I really don't. I might go back. I've kept the set here, so I might actually go back and throw all that on. I don't know. I just don't like the play style quite as much. It's still okay. It's still fun. There's nothing terribly wrong with it, but a little bit more damage reduction would be really nice. I wonder if I could do maybe Unity. Grab Unity. Oh, and this is also what I was going to do. Call of the Ancients. Yeah, let's put that on. And then, yeah, maybe Unity. Maybe that's what I look for.
You look like
Put Unity on.
Do come back again. Maybe you can find that is too expensive.
Yeah, put Unity on our guy there, and we wear Unity. That's another way you can make it a little bit better. But aside from that, that's about it. That's the whole build. That's the Wrath of the Waste set. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, there's always room for improvements. So if you have any improvements, any tips or tricks, let me know down in the comments below. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. All the links for the socials are down below. We got Patreon, Instagram, Discord, rocking and rolling on those. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out and for being such a cool community so far. And I will catch you next time. Peace, YouTube.